Let's talk now to Samuel Ramani, the Tutor of Politics and International Relations at the University of Oxford. Samuel, welcome back to the programme. What is the significance of this visit and this announcement?
Well, I mean, it's really quite a milestone, right? It's the bringing of Syria back out of the cold. It's the first time a foreign secretary or anyone of this seniority has visited Syria since before the civil war began in 2011. And it also indicates that Britain is on the forefront of reestablishing diplomatic ties with Syria. We saw in April 2025 that they lifted sanctions on key government agencies, including the Ministries of the Interior and Defense, and that was for a foreshadowing, along with what Switzerland did, of the U.S. decision to alleviate sanctions. And now Britain is taking the lead in terms of re-engaging Syria diplomatically.
Will Syria automatically, do you think, given what it's been through, its history, pivot towards the United States and the UK?
It's really hard. I mean, the Syrians obviously are trying to see where they can potentially get support from. And obviously they've ruled out a strong relationship with Iran because of the history of Iran and the IRGC backing Assad, but they still maintain a door of dialogue open with Russia. And the Russians even are harboring hopes of one day returning to their Tartus and Khmeimim bases, though increasingly they're pivoting to Libya. And they're also pursuing closer ties with the European Union and with the United States. So Syria is playing a multi-vector policy game, but they're encouraged, obviously, by the alleviation of U.S. sanctions, by the £94.5 million in British aid announced today. And if Syria and Israel have some kind of a diplomatic breakthrough, then I think the West will come as a more prominent partner for Syria's new government.
As we've said, this country has been engaged in civil war for a generation. How stable is this new government in Syria?
Well, I think that the government has stable authority over Damascus. I have many colleagues and friends who have visited in recent months who have confirmed that the situation there remains stable. So there's no risk of an imminent regime change. But there's certainly a lot of fault lines in areas where there are problems and insecurities to look out for. The northern part of Syria, near the border with Turkey, remains an area where the Turks are determined to ensure that their safe zone is as expansive as possible to keep out the threat of PKK and Kurdish militant activity. That was raised during Lammy's visit to Damascus. Israel continues to pose a military threat to coastal infrastructure, though that might ease if there's an understanding between Syria and Israel in the coming weeks. And ISIS is making a resurgence as well. We've seen the first direct clashes between ISIS and the new government also, potentially threatening larger cities like Aleppo. So the hold on power in Damascus is secure, but there are many fault lines in the north with Israel and with ISIS that we should be watching out for very closely.
Samuel, good to talk to you. Samuel Ramani, the Tutor of Politics and International Relations at the University of Oxford.